So that's a horrendous start for the Haas, as there the Racing Point is going side by side with the other Racing Point. Going through now, and he's contact, and he's off, and he's hit the barrier. And that's a big crash for him at the start of the Grand Prix, and he has not gotten past lap 1 without a crash, and it's a virtual safety car. And look at that. The two Renaults are crashed out as well. That's Samuel and Yaragos, the 1-2 in qualifying, have hit each other and taken each other out. And they are out of the Hungarian Grand Prix, and this is an absolutely horrendous start for Renault and a horrendous start for the Haas. But in the end of the first lap, it is the two Renaults that take the big DNF. Here's the replay. Oh, coming on through to try to get past him. And that, I don't understand why he's struggling so much. As you can see, he's losing the rear end and he's in the wall. He's hit the barrier, and now he's got some massive damage to that front wing. And what is going on with S37 as he's hitting the barrier, and he's going a little bit wide, and he's lost the rear end, and he's straight into the barrier. And that's what happens. And I don't want to say this, but I think that was on purpose. I mean, it certainly looked on purpose, as you don't normally crash there. And I mean, that's so unfortunate for him. If it wasn't, if it was on purpose, then I mean, why would you do that? One round at the back, and that is not a great start for him, as there's debris spin across the track, and there's a crash, and it's crucially the Haas who has been in the barriers. And oh my goodness, and it's the other Haas as well, the two Haases and the Racing Point, and there's a safety car on the first lap, and there's already high drama here in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Samuel getting all over on the curve, and he's spun around and he's hit the barrier, and that's a huge crash. Oh, he's gone off, and once again we see cars getting caught out by those high curbs. Cut an orange lion who went off the track, as now there's more contact and around and spun, and that's a big crash for the AlphaTauri, who has not gotten a good start. Him and Samuel were the cars that have gone off at the first lap, and it is a virtual safety car as he makes his way back onto the track. He finds himself down in 19th place. The light's gone green and he is away, but crucially, the AlphaTauri down the inside, Nick, is up into the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and that is a great safety car restart from him, and there's a huge crash at the back, and it is the Mercedes, and I think it is Kota Orange Lion, who has not gotten a good safety car restart, and he spun around and hit both barriers on the outside and on the inside, as the AlphaTauri is now also spun around coming out of turn 3. And we have another yellow flag, and that might be a safety car, and there's a few more cars out. There's the other Mercedes and the other Haas. Let's take a look at the safety car restart from the onboard of Kota Orange Lion going into turn 1. Goes a bit wide, rejoins the circuit, then gets hit from the rear, and there's nothing that he could do. And as you could see, that wasn't his fault. Then A, B, C, G, E, K, and now on the back of him, now the McLaren gets through. Down the inside he goes. Oh no, there's a crash, and that's a huge crash. And the Renault is off, and he is out of this race, and he has been leading the race the whole. Looks like he has a good run. Can he go, can he get at Samuel? He's gonna go to the right-hand side, around the outside. Oh no, there's a huge crash, and he is into the barrier, and once again we see cars going off there, and that is a big crash there for the Racing Point. Looks like a very nasty crash, and that is why we have a safety car. Let's see the replay. Oh my goodness me, that's a huge crash. See it in slow motion going through. He goes to the right-hand side, then gets completely sideswiped.